The night is dark. The river flows. The moon casts an eerie glow upon the water, illuminating the figure of a woman in white. A wail echoes through the darkness, piercing the stillness of the night. It is a sound that chills the bones and stirs the soul. It is a sound of pure sorrow, of agonizing loss, the kind of sorrow that can only come from a heart that has been shattered beyond repair. This is the cry of La Llorona, the weeping woman. Her legend is as old as the river itself, a tale passed down through generations. She wanders the water's edge, forever searching, forever mourning. Her eyes, once filled with hope, now reflect only despair. Beware her cries, heed her sorrow, for those who hear her wail are said to be marked by her grief, drawn into her endless search. Stay away from the depths, lest they claim you too. The river is her domain, and she guards it jealously, a sentinel of sorrow. Her story is a whisper in the wind, a chilling tale told to warn children of the dangers that lurk beneath the surface. It is a story of love lost and the haunting consequences that follow. She is a reminder that even the deepest love can be twisted by despair, and that the consequences of our actions can echo through eternity. Her tale is a cautionary one, a reminder of the fragility of the human heart and the darkness that can consume it. As dawn breaks, the river seems calm and serene, but the memory of her wail lingers, a ghostly echo that never truly fades. The legend of La Llorona endures, a timeless warning of the sorrow that lies beneath the surface. Once, La Llorona was not a specter of sorrow. She was a woman, vibrant and full of life, whose heart was as expansive as the sky above her. She was a woman, beautiful and full of life. Her laughter was a melody that resonated through the valleys and hills, bringing joy to all who heard it. Maria was her name, and her laughter was as bright as the sun. Her presence was a beacon of happiness, illuminating the lives of those around her. She lived in a small village, nestled among the mesas and arroyos of New Mexico. The village was a close-knit community, where everyone knew each other, and the bonds of friendship were strong. Life was simple, filled with the warmth of family and the promise of a future bright with hope. The days were spent in harmony, with the sun casting a golden glow over the adobe homes and the scent of wildflowers filling the air. Maria found love with a handsome Spanish gentleman. Their love story was one of passion and devotion, a tale that the villagers would recount with admiration. They married under the vast New Mexico sky, their vows echoing the enduring love they promised to share. The ceremony was a celebration of their union, with the entire village joining in the festivities. Their happiness multiplied with the arrival of two beautiful children, a boy and a girl, the lights of their lives. The children brought even more joy and laughter into their home, filling it with the sounds of innocent giggles and playful chatter. For a time, their world was complete. The family thrived in their little corner of the world, surrounded by love and the beauty of nature. They shared countless moments of joy, creating memories that would last a lifetime. Time, however, can be a cruel sculptor, wearing down even the strongest bonds. Maria's husband, captivated by the allure of distant lands and new adventures, grew distant. He began to travel, seeking fortunes and thrills far from his family's loving embrace. Maria waited for him, her heart heavy with each passing season. The children grew, their innocent questions about their father's absence stabbing at Maria's soul. The once vibrant colors of her world began to fade, replaced by a growing chill of loneliness and betrayal. Her husband's infrequent visits became shorter, his promises of return emptier. Each time he left, he took a piece of her heart with him, leaving behind a void that grew larger with every passing day. He had found solace in other arms, his heart captivated by a life of fleeting pleasures. The allure of new adventures and the thrill of the unknown had ensnared him, making him forget the vows he once held dear. Maria, once filled with love, was now consumed by grief and rage. The dreams they had built together crumbled into dust, leaving her to pick up the shattered pieces of her broken heart. Her world, once filled with the laughter of her children, echoed with the silence of her husband's absence. The walls of their home, which once resonated with joy, now stood as silent witnesses to her sorrow. One night, driven to the edge by her despair, she took her children to the river. The weight of her anguish was too much to bear, and she sought solace in the only place that seemed to understand her pain. The moon hid its face, refusing to bear witness to the tragedy about to unfold. The stars, too, seemed to dim, as if mourning the sorrow that enveloped her heart. The river, usually a source of life and joy, became a stage for her heartbreak. Its gentle currents, which once brought her peace, now mirrored the turmoil within her soul. As she knelt by the water's edge, the weight of her grief threatened to pull her under, but she held on, hoping for a glimmer of hope in the darkness. Section 5. The River's Embrace. Blinded by her pain, she committed an unspeakable act. In a moment of madness, she plunged her children into the rushing current. The river, indifferent to her sorrow, swallowed them whole. As quickly as her rage had ignited, it was extinguished by the icy grip of reality. She watched in horror as the river claimed her innocent children, their laughter silenced by the roaring water. Regret, sharp and immediate, pierced her soul, but it was too late. The deed was done. Section 6. Forever searching, forever lost. Maria, driven mad by grief and guilt, wandered the riverbank, her cries echoing through the night. She searched endlessly for her children, her sanity slowly dissolving into the rushing water. She became a specter, a haunting reminder of the devastating power of despair. The river, once a symbol of life and joy, had become her prison, her punishment for the horrific act she had committed. She was doomed to walk its banks for eternity, her cries a chilling warning to those who dared venture too close. Section 7. Beware the water's edge. They say that on certain nights when the moon is hidden and the wind whispers through the trees, you can still hear her cries. Beware if you hear the mournful wail of La Llorona. Do not approach the water's edge, for she might mistake you for one of her lost children and drag you down into the depths, claiming you as her own. Her tale serves as a chilling reminder of the dangers that lurk beneath the surface, both literally and metaphorically. The water, while beautiful and life-giving, can also be a powerful force of destruction. Section 8. Echoes of loss, whispers of warning. Her cries are a haunting echo of the pain and suffering that can consume us when we are driven by despair. They are a warning to cherish our loved ones, to appreciate the precious gift of life, and to never let our emotions control our actions. The legend of La Llorona is a story told and retold throughout generations, a cautionary tale that has become deeply ingrained in the cultural fabric of the Southwest. Section 9. A Mother's Love, Twisted by Despair. It is a story about the destructive nature of grief, the devastating consequences of revenge, and the enduring power of a mother's love, even when twisted by despair. La Llorona's cries are a reminder that the choices we make in life can have far-reaching consequences. They are a plea for understanding, a desperate cry for forgiveness that will never come. For La Llorona is trapped in her own personal purgatory, forever searching, forever mourning, forever lost. Section 10. Lessons from the Deep. The legend of La Llorona is not just a ghost story, it is a reflection of the human condition, of the darkness that can reside within us all. It teaches us about the dangers of unchecked emotions, the importance of forgiveness, and the enduring power of love and loss. It is a reminder that the choices we make can have profound and lasting consequences, and that even in the face of unimaginable grief, there is always hope for redemption. Section 11. The Enduring Legend. The legend of La Llorona will continue to be passed down through generations, a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk within the human heart, and the importance of staying true to the light. So, the next time you find yourself near a river, especially at night, listen closely. You might just hear the mournful cries of La Llorona, the weeping woman forever searching for her lost children, forever paying the price for her tragic mistake. And if you do, remember her story, heed her warning, and stay far from the water's edge.